Late last year, around my 24th birthday, I decided to spend a month in Thailand. All right, and ever since I posted videos and content around that, I met a lot of people who also have that as their mission to actually relocate their lives and move to Thailand. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea and why you should not do that. All right, if you're new around here, my name is No Limit Eddie. I'm a 24-year-old American who lives abroad full time. On my channel, I just document my travels around the world and share them with you. The goal is to hit 50K subscribers, so subscribe, all right? There's a lot of good things about Thailand, okay? I'll mention that. So one of the best things about Thailand is the real estate. I don't think anyone on the face of the earth is touching Thailand when it comes to the bang for the buck value of what you can get for your money as far as the quality of life and the quality of structure you can live in. So I rented a 24th floor penthouse. The building had 2 swimming pools. One of them was an infinity pool. It had a gym, 2 co-working stations, free Wi-Fi, saunas, right? It had a full security team, maids, everything. That was $400 a month. All right, $400 elevators as well, $400 a month. I don't think there's any city on this earth that's going to. I was in Bangkok, Thailand, by the way. I don't think there's any other cities on the earth that's really competing with that level of price for that level of convenience. Okay, so that's one of the pros. Another one of the pros is a convenience factor. 7-Elevens were everywhere. The Grab app was pretty much always running. There was a lot of convenience as well. And coming from a place like Egypt where convenience is not a priority of the people here, it was nice to kind of get that level of convenience. All right, it was a welcome refresh. But this video is not about the pros of living in Thailand. This is about the cons, okay? Because I think a lot of people try to make this move or want to make this move or even make moves to make this move. But I want to tell you guys why you probably should avoid doing that. Here's the first point. This is a really big point that I think most people miss. The visa laws in Thailand are not set up for you to relocate there, right? They're not set up for you to relocate there. They're set up for you to be a tourist. So when you arrive in Thailand, you get 30 days upon arrival, okay? Once those 30 days run out, you leave the country. Or you can extend. Now, extensions are not guaranteed, okay? And they change how long of an extension you can get day by day. Right now, it's only 7 days. You can only get a 7-day extension, okay? So what that means, guys, is you come into the country, you get 30 days to stay, and you can apply to extend your visa for 7 more days, okay? And so if you have to leave the country every 30 days, maximum every 37 days, guys, that's not a good country to relocate to. I know some of you guys, you want to go to Thailand because you want to deal with the prostitution, or you want to deal with the lady boys, they want to deal with the lower cost of living. I don't care what your reason is. You got to use your logical brain. Leaving Thailand every 37 days is going to be a headache. Financially, it's going to be a headache just in quality of life wise. Imagine you have to leave your home every 37 days. It would just suck, right? You have to pack up everything and leave every 37 days. It's not optimal, guys. And once you leave, again, you're not even guaranteed to be allowed back in, okay? Because it's imagine imagine you have a friend, and your friend comes to you and says, hey, I want to let's hang out. Let's go to your house. Let's hang out, play some video games. And then that hang out, play video games turns into a 3-week stay. Then you're like, okay, God, bro, you really gotta leave. He leaves. And then next week, hey, let's play some more video games. He comes to play video games, and he stays again for another 3 weeks. Right? Eventually, you're gonna learn. Okay, when this guy says he wants to come over to play video games, he's really trying to stay with me, right? You're gonna learn that, and then eventually, you're going to, stop playing video games, right? So that's kind of how this whole thing works, okay, guys? It's very similar. You can't try to abuse the visa policies in these countries that take their visa laws seriously. All right. So that's the thing. Why try to move and relocate to a country that doesn't want you to stay there? Okay, they clearly don't want you to be in that country for that long of a time. There's other things you can do, but I know most people, 99% of people who are watching these videos on YouTube, are trying to game the system, and the system cannot be gamed. Point number 2 is, for me, I didn't like the zoning laws of that city. I didn't like the zoning. I lived in Bangkok. I was in the area called Northernburg. I didn't like the zoning laws. Okay, what I mean by that is everything was everywhere. It was kind of random. You would just see a rundown house, then you'll see a really big, crazy, expensive mall, then you'll see a bakery, and it's kind of just things are just out of place. That was one thing that I noticed. Things felt out of place there. Okay, it didn't seem like they had a contingent, this is where these things go, this is where those things go. It seemed like somebody was just drunk and just oh, this is a city. And just as a point to this, side note to this, I like to walk. I like to walk to different places. So when I would look at a destination, to walk there, it'll be 3 hours long. But then when I look at a destination, that same destination in the car is 10 minutes. And I've never in my life seen that happen. I don't know how it takes this long to walk versus driving a car, but it was just ridiculous to me, right? Like crazy discrepancies between the car time and the and the walking time, right? And they do have public transportation. Public transportation is nice, it's fast, it's decently clean, depending on if you get a newer bus or older bus. But I've had times too on the public transportation where they just don't follow their own route. Right? Like I'll take a bus. Then one day I get on, they're like, yeah, we're not going to that stop today. Like, what do you mean you're not going to this stop today, right? Or they'll tell me, hey, get off on this stop. You can't go to the one you want to go to. It's really weird. Or sometimes they'll be on a whole different route, but it'll be the same bus number. A lot of stuff is kind of random there, okay? So that was one thing I didn't like about it. The walkability is pretty much not great, at least in the area that I was in. So I won't judge the whole city of Bangkok or the whole country of Thailand for that matter based on that. But I don't think it was the most walkable place in my experience. Boom. Last point that I want to make is this one right here. For me, it was a little bit too urban. All right. So the previous 8 months before I went to Thailand, I was in Egypt. And Egypt is a very wholesome country, right? It just has a vibe of like, everyone kind of is like a one big family. So when I got to Thailand, it was kind of interesting. It was kind of interesting because I started to hear sirens again, like police sirens. I was seeing drunkards kind of stumbling and things like that. I was seeing people sleeping under bridges, or not under bridges, like the freeway underpasses. Right? I was seeing things like that again. Now I'm seeing men cross-dressing, and it was just like, whoa, okay, like this is a lot different. It's not that it was different and that necessarily doesn't mean that it was bad, right? Maybe that's what you like. Maybe you like the urbanness of certain cities, but for me, it was like, whoa, okay, this is kind of off-putting. I didn't really like that too much, okay? And so that was one thing that for me was like, oh, but if you're coming from, I saw somebody on Reddit was saying, they came from LA to Thailand. They were like, whoa, it's so much cleaner than LA and all type of stuff like that, which definitely is probably cleaner than one of those major cities. But if you're coming from a place where you're maybe more of a small town, or maybe more of like a wholesome vibe, it kind of was a little bit off-putting in Bangkok, right? But maybe some people are not going there to have wholesome experiences. Maybe they're going there for, other things, okay? And so with that being said, those are the 3 reasons why I don't really recommend. Those are the reasons why I would not move to Thailand, and I don't recommend other people to move to Thailand if you have similar thought processes to me. I think it's a cool place to visit. Would I go back? Probably not. I didn't really find it the most entertaining, to be fair with you guys. But that is a country a lot of people love, a lot of people recommend, and so I'm glad I was able to check it out and see for myself. All right. So with that being said, guys, if you have any questions about what it's like living in Thailand, what it's like visiting Thailand, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, guys, so if you watched this video and you enjoyed it, what I want you to do right now is to click the link in the description or visit nolimiteddy.com. Okay. I'm going to be helping 10 American families replace their careers with online businesses that allows them to travel the world full time. So if you want to be part of that group, then click the link in the description and figure out how you can apply today. All right. See you guys in the next one.